Good morning and welcome to Complete Physique and my summer solstice gentle yoga practice. Today I'm going to use a combination of yin and restorative poses and a little bit of flow in between. We'll start out with some breath work. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have 2 yoga blocks. Okay, you want to make sure that you have your bolster and you want to make sure that you have your blanket. So that you can support some of these poses that I've chosen. So let's just take a moment to come to our mats. Take a comfortable position, whatever feels good to you right now. Sometimes people don't like putting their feet on top of their feet, maybe one foot in front of the other, that's fine. Let's just close down the eyes and bring our focus to our breath. Place your hands on your thighs comfortably and think about extending up through the spine or through the crown of the head. Welcome a grounding cord from the pelvis down into the middle earth. Feeling that connection with the earth and welcoming that flow of energy. Imagine inhaling white light and exhaling gray. Start to notice the flow of energy as you bring that pure, divine love and white light in with your inhale. Traveling down the spine into the pelvis, down that grounding cord to the earth, collecting up 10% of Middle Earth's energy. And as you exhale, imagine it traveling up through the legs and into the pelvis. So as we welcome the summer solstice, what I would like for you to think about is the year, halfway point the year is upon us. Maybe consider a lot of the things that you did this year up until this point that maybe need some attention. Maybe some things worked for you, maybe some things didn't. We're also facing a beautiful new moon, which is also a time to dig down deep. And again, consider things that are working in our lives and things that aren't. During the new moon, we think of replanting, restoring, relaxing. There's a peacefulness that comes to our minds and our bodies during that full moon, that new moon. Because it's almost as if we get permission to finally relax. Put our feet up. And really think about the things that we've been putting to the side. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's something that's just not working. It's not serving our higher good. So this is a great time to think about releasing and replanting. Slowly start to open the eyes. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. So what I want you to do is take your left hand and put the pinky and the ring finger together. Take the next 2 fingers, touch down to the palm of the hand. Place the thumb on the left nostril. And begin breathing in and out through the right nostril. Consider breathing in for 4 counts and exhaling for 6 counts.
And then maybe stop counting in your head and just connect with the body and what that felt like and follow that intuition. What does 4 counts in and 6 counts out feel like in a breath? In an inhale, in an exhale. Three more rounds of breath. Nice, everybody. Start to open your eyes. If they were closed, place your hands onto your lap. I want you to turn and face your bolster and take a tabletop position for a moment. And when you arrive, just allow for some organic movement. Maybe circle the neck. Maybe yes or no. Maybe wag the tail. We're going to start in melting heart. So what I want you to do is walk your hands out to the edge of the mat. Drop your forehead down. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, really relax into this position. Think about stretching to the end range of this asana. You want to feel a hurt so good, in essence, but not bad. So if it is hurting in a way that is not comfortable, back off. Listen to your body. Your body speaks so loud. But we can only hear when we tune in. Make sure the hips are stacked over the knees. We'll stay here for another 10 breaths. Keeping your mind quiet, I want you to scan the body, see how it's feeling. And if thoughts pop into your head, that's okay. Just be inquisitive. Consider what you're thinking and then let it go. Four more rounds of that breath. Now start to deepen your inhale. Open your mouth for your exhale. Begin to walk your hands in towards your body, stacking those shoulders over the wrists and the elbows. And just take a moment, maybe a few cow pats, just to loosen up that back. Sometimes that position can leave the back a little achy. So take the time to embrace that. Neutralize the spine, everybody. Take the blanket to the side. Bring the bolster all the way back. So we're going to go into this position here, which is more of a restorative position. And I like to use my blanket, so I like to roll it up for a little neck support, okay? If you don't have a bolster at home, you can use a pillow. You can use a blanket if it's nice and thick. Roll it up and put it in the middle of the back. So you want to make sure that the low back is supported, okay? So come up against the bolster, relax all the way back, and your head is going to drop to the floor, okay? You want to make sure your hips are on the ground in this position. Arms come out, they're over the bolster, And then if it feels okay on the low back, stretch the legs all the way out. This is a beautiful heart opener, okay? And for me right now, I'm considering a lot with regards to relationships and love in my life. And so my heart chakra is very near and dear to me. This beautiful green little flower located in my chest that has everything to do with relationships with others and with myself. And so as you bring your breath in, imagine it tickling your heart chakra and a beautiful green flower opening up towards the front of the body, one petal at a time, as if it were waking up. And as it wakes up, feel the love as it washes over the body. Recognize the need to love yourself. And that's something I keep reminding myself, because in my business and my personal life, I tend to love everyone else first. And then I tend to suffer. All by my own choices. And start to bring your focus to your breath. Maybe increasing the depth of the inhale as you prepare for a transition. Start to bring your feet in towards the body, bending the knees, and then roll to any side that suits you today, right or left. And continue to roll over, pushing yourself up, maybe placing that bolster all the way up as you sit back into a child's pose. Pushing through the palms of the hands, start to lift yourself slightly. And I want you to think about bringing the knees a little wider, big toes are touching, okay? So we're gonna open up the shoulders here. So as we sit back, I want you to take your left arm and reach it up to the sky, opening up that shoulder, okay, looking up. By looking up, you really delve a little deeper into that stretch. And then I want you to take that arm and thread it through. This is a beautiful posterior deltoid, the back of your shoulder stretch. Drop your ear down. And then you can take your right arm and bring it up to the top of the mat if that feels comfortable. It really does anchor you, which is a really nice feeling. If you want a little bit more of a stretch on the right shoulder, you can place your hand on the sacrum, or you can bind it, whatever feels good to you right now. Any of those three choices. All right, everybody, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, just bringing yourself back to reality. I found myself really falling deeply into a nice, not quite a sleep, but this place of relaxation. Take the right hand down, reach that left arm all the way up. Beautiful. And in between this side and the other side, I'm going to take you into a puppy pose. So walking those hands back out again. I'm sorry, this is a dolphin pose. Excuse me for a moment. Drop those hips. Let's think about that again. Drop the hips down to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift up by pushing through the palms of the hands, looking forward. And this is so nice on the back. I like to do this in between sometimes because it allows me to readjust my spine and my pelvis. Kind of like an up dog, but in up dog, we have our hips lifted off the ground when we're working on our vinyasas. Take an inhale, press up again, lift up, maybe look up if it's okay with the body. If not, the back will talk to you. And as you exhale down, drop the elbows. Good. Slide the hands in and push all the way back. Gently move forward like a cat, pulling that belly button into the spine and up towards the rib cage. Then neutralize and come into that wide kneed position, big toes touching. And we're going to take that right arm all the way up this time. And as we sit back, we're going to thread the arm through, drop the shoulder and the ear. Take that left arm up to the top of the mat. Feel that stretch. Really enjoy that stretch. And if this feels good, you can stay here, or you can place the hand on the sacrum, or you can bind. And we'll hold this for about 20 breaths. Another 8 breaths. Okay, everybody, take that left hand, place the palm down, reach up with that right arm, opening up the chest. And then bringing that knee back down. Beautiful. Coming up to an all fours position, cross the ankles. And maybe grab your bolster as we come to a seated position. So what I'd like you to do next is go to a wide legged position. And I want you to take your bolster or your pillow or whatever you have. Place it right in the middle. And I want you to take a nice deep breath in as you exhale. Put your forehead right on that pillow or that bolster. And place your palms on the ground. If you want, you can place them on a yoga block, but I think you should be okay as far as placing them on the ground and feeling supported. Take a moment to scan the body. You know, we come to the mats, hopefully as often as possible, but really it's a place of non-judgment when we arrive. It's a time to really embrace the body and not look at our limitations as something negative, but embracing the body for what it can and cannot do. If you practice gratitude like I do every morning, it usually starts your day off on the right foot. But it also starts your mind and your spirit in a place where the glass is half full, where there's a smile on your face. Think of gratitude as a self-hug. Thank you, Kathleen, for bringing all of these positive things into your life. By loving and believing in yourself, you attract others who feel the same. Maybe slowly start to open up the eyes. Taking the hands off the floor, reach for the bolster and gently raise your forehead up. Just give that neck a moment. Take the bolster to the side. slide the feet all the way in together. I'm gonna go sideways so you can see me moving into a butterfly. I want the soles of the feet touching, okay? And you know what, closeness is not a big deal, all right? Don't try to overstretch, really, just wanna enjoy this. Take the toes, take a nice inhale, lift the chest up, and let the knees fall to the side. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe walk the hands out away from the body. Chin coming down last, Jalandhara Bandha, closing off that energy flow. Slowly begin to roll up through the spine, crossing the feet or placing one foot in front of the other. Take a nice inhale, lift all the way up, pull the shoulder blades down, open up the chest, maybe look at the sky. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Exhale, dropping your arm down to the side and reaching up and over. As you do this, take that hip and point it down, push it down, lock it, anchor it. That allows for such a beautiful stretch from the fingertips down into the hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, all the way up and over. Same thing, pushing the hip down into the ground, as if someone were pulling your fingertips away from the body. Inhale, center, lifting up to the chest and spine, twisting above the diaphragm, look over the shoulder. Inhale through the center, twisting to the other side this time. Exhale, beautiful twist. You don't want this to hurt. And as you take your chin and turn your head, make sure it doesn't hurt. It should never hurt. Coming back center, tenting the fingertips, lifting up. And we're going to do some breathing now on the other side. So we were breathing through the right side first. Now we'll breathe through the left side. So I want you to take your right hand, take that ring finger and pinky finger, bring them together, take those two fingers down and place the thumb now on the right side. If you did the other side last time, fine, just switch it over. And I want you to think about inhaling deep through that left nostril or right. Exhaling through the nostril. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And continue doing the same thing on your own at your own pace, thinking 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Dropping your hand down. We're going to be closing our practice today. Hope you enjoyed this. Summer solstice is really about bringing some cooling into the heat of the summer. It's also a pitta time of year. So no matter what your vata is, if you follow Ayurveda, a lot of times it has more to do with the season. So cooling things, cold things, anything to bring that heat down and making sure that you're hydrated. And then taking a couple of times this week or today to really think about what's not working in my life right now. In my case, what relationships are not serving me? What are some changes I can make in those relationships?
in my life that would serve my higher good better. Take your hands together. Thank you so much for coming and allowing me to lead you through this practice. It is such a pleasure. The light in me recognizes and celebrates the light in each one of you. Take your thumbs up to your third eye. Take a nice deep breath in, and let's just seal this practice, everybody. Namaste. All right, everybody, go enjoy the rest of the day. If it's nighttime, go get ready for bed. But remember to do something really awesome for yourself at some point during the day or evening, even if it just means giving yourself a hug. All right, take care. Bye-bye, everybody.